Nollywood has entered another season of pure chaos, and right at the center of the firestorm is the man whose name refuses to stay out of the headlines, Maurice Sam. Whether he likes it or not, his name has become a magnet for controversy, trend, rumor, admiration, and emotional fan wars. And just when people thought the last wave of drama had finally cooled down, another unexpected twist dropped like a bomb, dragging him into fresh drama that has set the entire internet ablaze from morning till night. The streets of social media are sizzling, fans are battling each other like gladiators, and everyone is trying to understand why Maurice's name keeps popping up in scandals he did not create. This whole saga began with one innocent clip from a movie set. At first, it looked like nothing unusual, just cast members walking around, preparing for a shoot. But as usual, the internet can turn a single second into a 30-chapter story. Someone zoomed in, slowed the footage, and suddenly claimed they spotted tension involving Maurice. They posted the clip with a caption that did not name him directly but insinuated something was wrong. And that was all the fuel the internet needed. People began analyzing the video like forensic investigators, pointing out gestures, glances, body language, and things that were never even there. Within 2 hours, Maurice Sam was trending again. People started dropping comments, tagging fan pages, dragging old footage into the conversation, mixing facts, guesses, and imagination into one giant wave of confusion. Nobody even paused to confirm what actually happened. The clip had already gone viral, and the gist had begun running like wildfire through TikTok and Instagram Reels. Some content creators wasted no time in making videos claiming exclusive insights. Others claimed there was tension behind the scenes, some said Maurice was involved in a heated moment, and some even said he walked off set. The funniest part is that every single report contradicted the last one, but none of that stopped the gist from spreading like petrol on fire. Fans immediately split into 3 groups. The first group jumped into defense mode instantly. They said Maurice is always targeted because he is trending, successful, and expressive. They argued that people love to drag him because his name pulls engagement. This group began fighting anyone who suggested he could have been involved in any sort of drama. They accused gossip pages of chasing clout and insisted that Maurice is one of the most disciplined, focused, and professional actors in Nollywood today. The second group didn't care about facts or context. They just wanted hot gist. They claimed there must have been some secret fight or emotional breakdown, and they were ready to analyze every microsecond of the trending clip. They began building entire theories from thin air, saying the energy on set didn't feel right and that the tension was almost visible. They pointed at the background, said someone's expression looked suspicious, and even insisted that Maurice's body posture hinted that something big had gone down behind the camera. Then there was the third group, the skeptics. They didn't believe any version of the story, but they also didn't believe the clip was innocent. They argued that Nollywood sets are always full of hidden tension, unspoken disagreements, and emotional clashes that only insiders understand. They said there was no way a random clip would trend unless something was actually off. So they began waiting patiently for someone from the cast to break the silence. As the video continued circulating, the story took a surprising turn. A blogger hinted that the fresh drama involving Maurice had nothing to do with the clip itself, but with what happened before the camera began rolling. According to them, something went down on set, and the clip was simply posted at the wrong time, creating an illusion that he was involved. They never provided proof, but fans latched onto the rumor instantly. Comments multiplied, arguments intensified, and everyone seemed convinced that something serious had happened. People began dragging him relentlessly. Some users wrote that Maurice is always in the middle of something, whether he intends to be or not. They said his personality is too strong, his energy too noticeable, and his presence too dominating, making it easy for people to involve him in situations even when he is innocent. Someone even posted a thread saying he attracts drama the way honey attracts bees, not because he is problematic but because the industry knows the audience is obsessed with him. Another viral fan comment said Maurice has been working non-stop and that he might be exhausted and under intense pressure. They suggested the tension fans saw wasn't drama but stress, a man juggling multiple projects, interviews, and expectations. That comment gained thousands of likes, with many fans agreeing that Maurice hasn't rested in a long time and that the spotlight has become too heavy on him. Just when the gist was reaching boiling point, Maurice finally addressed the trending drama, but the moment he dropped his reaction, the internet exploded once again. His reaction was short, unexpected, and completely different from what fans thought he would say. He didn't rant. He didn't explain. He didn't point fingers. He didn't name names. Instead, he delivered a subtle message that left people confused, impressed, irritated, emotional, and curious all at the same time. His reaction was calm and controlled, but there was a tone behind it, a tone that suggested he was tired of being dragged into situations he didn't create. A tone that hinted he has reached a point where he no longer has the energy to be explaining every rumor that surfaces. A tone that suggested he is done giving free explanations to people who would twist his words anyway. His message shook the internet, not because of what he said, but because of what he didn't say. Some fans saw the message as a confession that something indeed happened. They argued that if the clip was truly innocent, he would have brushed it off more directly instead of responding with emotions. Others said his reaction proved that the drama had nothing to do with him and everything to do with the people stirring the rumors. They said Maurice is simply at a point where silence speaks louder than clarification. The debates were heated, emotional, and endless. TikTok creators immediately began stitching his reaction. Some said they could feel the pain behind his words. Others claimed he was being strategic. Some said they felt he was holding back the truth. One TikToker argued that his silence was maturity. Another claimed it was damage control. Another insisted he looked too calm for someone who was innocent. And another said he looked too peaceful for someone who was guilty. Every perspective was completely different, but each one went viral in its own way. Then another twist entered the story. An actor who was reportedly on set that day posted a cryptic message talking about people twisting innocent moments for engagement. They didn't mention Maurice, but that only fueled the fire even more, because people believed they were indirectly referring to the situation. Fans flooded the actor's comment section, demanding clarity, asking whether Maurice was truly involved or whether the entire gist was manufactured by bloggers. Another actor from the same production liked the post defending Maurice, and that small action added another layer of confusion to the story. Fans interpreted the like as a silent confirmation that Maurice wasn't part of the drama. But others argued that liking posts means nothing because people like things on social media randomly. The back and forth made everything even larger and messier. As night fell, fans continued arguing non-stop. Some said Maurice has been dealing with too much pressure lately and that the industry needs to stop dragging him into every minor rumor. Others said this drama was necessary because he is a star, and stars cannot escape controversy. Another group claimed the bigger issue is the obsession Nollywood viewers have with their favorite actors, analyzing every move they make like it's a reality show. The most emotional reactions came from fans who felt genuinely protective of him. They posted messages begging him to rest, to unplug from social media, to take time for himself, and to refuse to let the noise affect his mental well-being. Many said they were tired of seeing him dragged for things he didn't do. Others said fake narratives are becoming too common in the industry and could affect people's reputations. One fan posted a comment that went extremely viral. They said Maurice is a target because he is loved, talented, and rising fast. They said the world always tries to throw stones at anyone who shines too brightly. People shared the comment everywhere, creating emotional edits of Maurice's scenes with dramatic music in the background. The trend became huge, trending under hashtags dedicated to him. At the same time, critics did not back down. They insisted that something definitely happened on set and that people are covering it up. They said Nollywood is full of hidden tensions and actors pretend everything is fine in public while fighting behind closed doors. They accused Maurice of hiding the real story. Even though they had no proof, the speculation fueled more drama. All this noise made the gist bigger than it ever needed to be. What could have been a harmless moment turned into a multi-platform war. People forgot the original video. People forgot the context. All they cared about was whether Maurice was guilty of something or simply a victim of misinterpretation. And as the drama intensified, his popularity skyrocketed even higher. Creators began using his name in every content piece. Pages began creating exaggerated headlines. Rumors began mixing with opinions, and opinions began mixing with imagination. Before long, the gist had mutated into 10 different versions that did not resemble the real event at all. The truth is, nobody knows exactly what happened. And that mystery is what makes this gist even hotter. The silence, the speculation, the emotional reactions, the fan wars, everything has combined into one massive trending moment that Nollywood cannot ignore. But through all of this noise, one thing has become clear: Maurice Sam holds power. The kind of power that makes his silence louder than other people's confession. The kind of power that makes a 1-second clip dominate the internet for days. The kind of power that turns every gesture, every glance, every caption, every reaction into a national conversation. His name alone generates engagement that other actors dream of. People are watching him. People are studying him. People are dissecting him like he is a character in a movie they can't pause. His growth, his charisma, his talent, his emotional expressions, all these things make him a lightning rod for attention. And now that he has been dragged into fresh drama once again, the world is glued to his next move. As things stand now, the gist is still unfolding. More fan reactions are dropping. More interpretations are emerging. More creators are joining the conversation. And Maurice, as usual, is at the center of the storm even without doing anything. Whatever he does next, post, speak, appear on live, upload a picture, drop an emoji, or even stay silent, the internet will react instantly. This is just the beginning of the fresh drama, and fans are already reacting wildly. For more hot gist, updates, and behind-the-scenes Nollywood heat, make sure you subscribe to my channel GistTV.